Hello and welcome back everyone. Firestarter here again with a replay cast. Now this is kind of an old game sent to me by Demo. It's a in-house 2v2 against Meso and Faust and Fadeway and Demo on Nuclear Winter. I haven't actually taken a look at this map, but considering most of these players are somewhat good, I figured I'd cast it, and yeah, it's not really that long, so we'll see what happens. Let's just check out what they're playing. I mean, I guess we got Soviets, because of course we have Soviets on Team 2, that is, which is Fadeway and Demo. And I'm not too sure what Faust and Meso are playing, but I'll just speed it up. Sorry, and I guess we'll see in a bit. So I want to see what's going on. Kind of taking their time to deploy stuff. So they're not deploying anything, so I guess we could just go and see what Ret 4 is doing. We have BUs and Bs, and that's a lot of heavy tanks coming out from Ret 4. So it's most likely that they will go balls deep in Charlie, and okay, they're starting to deploy. It looks like we have a Blue Dragon deck from Meso. Really liking that. You don't see Blue Dragons that often, but it's a really good deck. I quite like that. I don't know what Faust is doing. Maybe spamming planes. I'm not too sure. Let's see what's happening here. Not much. Guess we could speed up. Let's speed up until the game starts. Oh, it looks like we have a Scandi deck from... No, it's not a Scandi deck. Okay, that's most likely a mixed deck then. I don't know. I should probably take a look at the decks before I do these. I think I've mentioned that, but... whatever. I guess... leave something to... talk about, or whatever. Let's slow it down to a ×2. So it looks like both teams neglecting Foxtrot and Hotel. We do have a ping coming out from Demo, but yeah, so we will have a heavy clash here by the looks of things, which is pretty typical. And yeah, Faust is definitely playing a mixed deck, which you don't really see that often. I mean, they used to be super popular, but now they aren't as much. We have the first engagement should be happening now. K-52 and that V scouting out that SAS, I'm assuming, taking that down. But the ninja, that sneaky son of a bitch, will he score a kill? He does take out that D. We do have a block, killed a PD and an M. Wow, that was a brilliant little interception there by Faust, managing to score off a lot of kills. And this is kind of interesting though. I mean, Fadeway choosing to put these units kind of in the middle of Foxtrot instead of trying to contest this little town here. But let's just zoom in a bit, could speed up again and see what happens. I don't know why these closed arrows are not going with this, but it's not like they need to, considering there's not that many helicopters. And I'm predicting this assault is gonna get absolutely demolished by those BTR-90s. Oh my god, all of these troops getting caught out. Yeah, rushing in is not really a good idea without some helo support, because this is what ends up happening. Plus, to top it all off, we do have an Su-24M dropping its payload. I don't think it was necessary, but still, better safe than sorry. Not actually getting any kills, but I guess it ensures the annihilation of this shit here. Look at that. So much shit died. And yeah, so not much happening down there, so we could focus on this battle now. We have Chumats firing onto BTR-90s, but they are being microed away by Fadeway. And we do have some tanks and stuff trying to wrest control of this town, but considering there's so much Spetsnaz and Motorchalkis here, I don't think it's gonna be that good of an idea. And Demo calling out a push here, flare, which is smart because the majority of Blue forces are in this little town area. And now with the B1s on the flank, these Gs are not gonna stand a chance. Neither are these K1s unless they get in range, but Oh man, this is looking really, really bad for blue 4. We do have that M, will most likely go down. It does. Did drop a payload. Scored a lot of nice kills actually, cleared out that town. Red 4 is looking really strong now. See, nothing's gonna happen at the top, so... Which is something I don't understand, because the top is so easy to push, especially when people decide to leave it. It's just a free +1 zone. If you can cap it, it's... I mean, I don't see why you shouldn't. Anyways, yeah, so... Blue 4 made a horrible mistake of overextending without properly positioned support. And now they're paying for it dearly. But they do have some nice ASF micro though, I gotta admit that. I don't think that block's gonna live long though. No, it does go down. But it looks like now Red 4 is on the counter attack. Fadeway still grouping his B1s as usual. Well, this is kind of an old game. I don't know if it still does it, but now it's up to Blue 4 to repel this assault, because Red 4 lost pretty much nothing in that initial engagement. We do have a Lynx sneaking around, but it's not really going to do much, let's be honest. We do have a CV being called out by Blue 4. I don't know what for, but we'll have to wait and see. More BTR 90s, that one getting taken out by the G, but I want to focus on this armor push here. That G will most likely get wrecked now, because there's just a lot of heavy tanks here, man. On Delta Town being clear of any Blue 4 units, so it's pretty much free for the taking. But we're Red 4 kind of reluctant from pushing. As you can see, they're pulling back their tanks, trying to repair these B1s and see what's going on. We do have some units here being called out by Blue 4 to defend that forest line, but there's a lot more units coming out for Red 4. Still no CV. Okay, it's just being called out now, so we'll see how it goes. I mean, Blue 4 is at a +2 because Red 4 is not capping this, but in terms of unit presence, Red 4 is definitely at an advantage here. They decided to make a really big assault into Charlie. They could pull it off pretty easily. Just a lot of GRUs on the field, man. That's a lot of infantry here. I don't think these, not gonna bother pronouncing them. Yeah, they're not gonna hold on. We do have more units coming out in Delta. And we do have some units being called out by Faust for Hotel. It looks like he will go for a Foxtrot push. See what happens with that. Actually could keep it like that. Yeah, that's a good little angle. Let's just see what's gonna go down from this point. I'm predicting Red 4 is gonna take Charlie. Just a lot of units. Not much fire support here in the bottom kind of thing. Most of their tanks are here in between Delta and Alpha, which is kind of the wrong spot for the tanks, considering there's a town here, but it's been cleared of ATGM, so it should be kind of easy. There's 2 mats here in the back though, but I don't think they're gonna be that big of a deal. Will that BTR 90 go down? Yes, it will. CV by Red 4 has been spotted. Marker goes down, so we will most likely see a snipe soon, and all this infantry is just marching in. They really need a tank here. We do have some tanks. Fadeway not correctly managing his logistics, so these tanks are not going to be repaired. Should definitely turn off ammo and fuel when you want to patch your tanks up. Especially ammo, because ammo is the fastest one that gets drained. We have some Hachikis here taking that A down. That's a big pickup here. Have a BIS. I don't know what it killed, but it killed something. And we have a CV for Delta as well. So that little bleed there will be neutralized, but Blue 4 is 143 points in the lead. And we have that bomber by Demo. We'll most likely go for that CV snipe now. Looks like it has been spotted by Blue 4, so they are moving it. We'll see if that snipe is successful. Looks like Demo was just lining up. And is he even going for it? Yeah, he is actually. I don't think he will get it. No, he doesn't. But now all that's left of Red 4's attack are these VDVs and the Spetsnaz here. So they're kind of in a rough spot. They really need those reinforcements up. But it's kind of interesting that neither side has really a heavy AA presence. I mean, Red 4 has these two, you know, this Tor and a Tunguska, but they're kind of far back and spaced out. Whereas Blue 4 just doesn't give a shit. I mean, a CS barely counts as AA, and these closed arrows are good, but they're very, very short range. Well, they're not very, I mean, at least not compared to basic stingers. Anyways, let's zoom in a bit and pay attention. So, yeah, Faust will clear out Foxtrot, but Red 4 is clearing out Charlie, so it's not looking good for Blue 4 at all. We have F1s trying to snipe out those Spetsnaz and not managing to get them. Not much happening in the bottom, so we can just have a defense marker being called out by Demo. It's interesting, considering nothing's really gonna penetrate. But we do have these Spetsnaz by Fadeway being sent to the bottom side. And let's switch like this, because I want to see what's... Well, I mean, there's not much gonna happen here, so we might as well just focus like so. That push into Delta was not successful. Yo, was that a Kumaru Shiki? Oh my god. Yes, it was. That's a big loss for Blue 4 there. It was in the side armor as well. Really nice pickup there with that MiG, even though that unit's OP as fuck. But still. And now Charlie is completely exposed, as you can see. We have two Tors this time. One by Demo, one by Faust. No, what am I saying? One by Demo, one by Fadeway, not Faust. And there's not much in terms of reinforcements and defense for Blue 4, so Charlie looking really shaky. They will, however, take out Foxtrot, but they really need to maintain Charlie for that little thing there to make sense. CV going down as well, which means Red 4 now at a +2 tick. Pheasant taking out that B1. But these Tors mopping it up. Wait, what? What? How did that Tor get... What? Did that... I don't understand. Okay. Okay, Eugen, it's your game. I don't know. It's kind of interesting now because Faust is looking to push into Echo, so we'll see if he manages to actually be successful there. It looks like an SAS will drop behind Foxtrot. Pretty cool unit to have behind your opponent's lines, because it can just mop up everything pretty much. We'll see how effectively he micros his units there at the top. Meanwhile, Charlie completely, you know, in Red 4's advantage here. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but I guess you guys get the general idea. And yeah, it's looking pretty bad for Blue 4. Of that F1 being rounded up, most likely we'll go for a stun on that BU, but nope, it doesn't. Goes for the infantry, takes out that VDV, and does manage to get out alive as well, which is always nice. And let's just quickly focus here. Gonna keep it zoomed out just so we see what's happening, even though it's a clusterfuck of a label mess there, but whatever. So we have BRDMs and some defenses coming out here by Red 4. So it looks like they will keep Echo after all, but they did lose Foxtrot, so that's kind of serious. Meanwhile, CV by Red 4 has been called out for Charlie, which will put them at a nice +4 lead, and now Blue 4 really needs to make this happen. So many tanks here still alive, which is greatly helping Red 4 cement their presence here into Charlie. They're trying to push into Delta as well, but fuck, sorry. Damn, what the hell? Alright, I'm good now. Yeah, it's not going that well for Red 4. Just a lot of Jaegers there. At least there were. There's only one squad now, but you have that K1 mopping up stuff. And these Kute, man, they're just holding on as much as they can. That supply truck, that was interesting. It was originally Fadeway's, then it was Meso's, and now it's Fadeway's again. Just funny. So yeah, most of that attack there by Faust has been thwarted. So now Blue 4 is just desperately trying to take the zone back. But I'm just not seeing any persistent reinforcements rolling out. Unlike Red 4, as you can see, they're constantly buying units to reinforce their position in Charlie. Which is what you always want to do. If you're floating points in Conquest, you're doing it wrong. You should always be at like 0. Buying units is the way to win. So there's Ontos going down. Not much more fire support for those Jaegers there besides the K1, which will, yeah, I was gonna say MiG-27 will be called out for that, and it does too even. Wow, so they mean business, man. GR7 called out as well. Most likely going for a, let's see what's, oh, he did a split, that was nice. He took out a B1 and some stuff there. Actually think he only stunned some things there, but still, nice split there. It's really very sexy. And these SDRFs, no, unload. Unload. I don't know why he's going balls deep with those. Another block being called out by Faust, trying to take out those pesky MiGs. But Blue 4 has a slight presence now, and that BU might go down if he's not careful. Even though it's only front armor, but you do have to keep in mind that Panzerhüttes have 20 rate of fire. There was an attempt to snipe the CV there, but it wasn't successful. BU is falling back now. It's because those Panzerhüttes are pretty serious. You know, you don't want to have them fight against tanks. I mean, it's the other way around. I want to say tanks fighting, whatever. You know what I mean. And will Blue 4 managed to take Charlie back? That's the question. That is the question. CV and Delta will go down, which means, wow, Red 4 at a +5 soon. That is pretty serious. It's a very serious lead. I think Blue 4 really needs a CV and Charlie now, and then also in Hotel and Foxtrot. That would give them a +3, which only means they need to take out Charlie and be done with this. Meg, not really sure what he wants to kill, so just gonna fly around. Nothing to kill, pretty much. All this infantry here, not really paying off for itself. Mostly because the GRUs just end up spotting it. And it's not good. Will that? Yes, it does. Nice little kill there for Blue 4, and I just don't understand where their units are. I mean, look at this, just constant stream of units by Red 4 and nothing by Blue 4. They're being very conservative. We do have an MLRS being used relatively closely, so it will panic and stun most of the units here. Probably won't end up killing anything, but you should combine this with a follow-up attack, otherwise it's just a waste of ammo. But what do I know? And I think this is pretty much over, which explains the short game. We could even speed up a bit. So yeah, quite a menacing counter-attack by Red 4, but if Blue 4 played that opening a lot better, maybe come like this into this forest, maintain the town, set up like this, come down instead of just rushing for that town, hoping that map imbalance works in their favor. I don't know. They could have definitely played this a bit better, I think. But either way, pretty aggressive game, man. Action throughout the entirety, so. We have a Deagle trying to CV snipe, but at this point it's too little, too late. Even if he gets that kill, which he doesn't, just doesn't matter, man. +5, look at that. And they have no way of taking back Charlie at this point. They just gave up that initial lead, and now it's coming back. You see it. And that's GG. Kills are in the favor of Red 4, which is really not surprising. And yeah, just well played by Fadeway and Demo, and thank you Demo for submitting this game. And if you guys would like to submit your games, you can always just send me your game in via email. I'll take a look, and if it's good, I guess I could cast it or whatever. And until then, I'll see you. Bye bye.